It's empty, I think. Yeah. Yes. Thank you, lover.
Ooh.
Y'all want?
I'll
yeah.
do the makers and ginger
I will
ale.
too.
Okay.
You just made that sound good as
Are
hell.
you kidding me?
Yeah, we'll get real loose then.
Yeah, we're talking about whatever you want.
Hey, y'all. Welcome to another episode of There's More to Sex, where we discuss the moreness of sex. I'm your host, Farren Moore, and I am here with the fly on the wallins.
That's right.
Amber and Ben.
Y'all about to be a fly on this wall.
Right, y'all about
yeah.
to be a fly on the
Yeah.
wall to
They
and
about to be
find out
buzzing.
what more there is to their sex.
Yeah. We got
Mama,
all
don't
the
listen to
buzz.
this, please.
Buzz. We got all
If
the
you
buzz.
are my mama, please stop listening at this point
Yo,
and repent.
I gave
And
up.
if you are my mama, please keep listening. There are many things that you probably need help with.
I love that.
Wow.
Okay.
Not my mother-in-law already.
Okay, out the gate though. First and foremost, thank you guys for being here, taking time out, and I'm like the energy is like you genuinely want to be, and it's amazing. I
Yes.
just appreciate when people show up for me. I don't take it lightly.
Of course.
And I love to start with just a moment of gratitude. What beautiful things happening that we grateful for in the Wallins life right now.
We just got a new apartment. We're moving.
Yes, we
Really?
are.
And it's like such
You
a
still in LA, right?
yeah.
Oh,
We're staying
most
in
definitely.
we're staying in LA. It's just we needed to move. We're like moving to a flatter space, so it's like easier to walk to. Amber needs a creator studio because she's
Yes.
so fucking loud, and she
Yes.
just talks.
Think about
and
like
talks.
all this stuff, lights and camera
God,
in a kitchen.
in the
I'm
kitchen.
taking over
I'm
the
try-
kitchen.
I'm trying to
I have no
cook.
studio.
Yeah, and like we live in a part of LA, Silver Lake, and it's really really expensive, and it's 2-bedroom, and we
It's
need
not enough space.
It's not enough space, and Amber needs a space just like a room just for her ego. Like her ego's so big. And like in a beautiful way that I
Shots
love
fired
to,
already.
I
This was
love
supposed to be the
stroke.
gratitude segment.
Yeah, I'm gratitude that your ego's so big and I get
He
to
said,
stroke
I
it.
am gratitude that your ego's so big.
I just feel like delusional people
Delulu
are
is the
like
Salulu,
make
but go ahead.
Delulu is the Salulu. Like
Yeah,
you
no,
can't
absolutely.
have a world without like delusional people get shit done.
They do.
And they build empires.
Yeah.
So
And they also destroy
In-
empires and fail.
Innovative, but also we will fail real hard and be like, oh, well, that didn't work. Back at it again.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You
We're-
cannot tell us that something didn't work. 'Cause
What-
we'll be like,
what
well,
else?
which part of it didn't work?
Right.
Yeah.
Which part? Let's break it down.
We're super like I know you should be grateful. You have like a bunch of shows coming up, right? Amber does comedy.
Yes,
She's
I've been
a
doing more
comedian.
stand up. That's what I'm
Really?
grateful for. I have been obviously we love doing stuff together, but I feel like this has really been the year that we're both like, what do we actually individually want? Because you know you can get real codependent in
You
a
can,
in
yeah.
a couple dynamic. I don't think we're codependent. I just think we sometimes need to be like, wait, did I want this thing or did he want this thing? So now I'm kind of like, I'm gonna do stand-up comedy on my own. We dissolved our podcast a couple months ago, and honestly,
Okay.
it's been the best thing for
Yeah.
our relationship.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, because now we just have more time to do what our individual interests. So that's been
That's-
fun.
but
Which is
that's
why we're excited to do
beautiful.
this again. We're like,
Yeah.
let's like old times.
Yeah, I've been writing a lot of like erotica, like some Star Wars erotica.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and
Yes.
like just like I get to I love
Oh my
writing.
God.
I love writing. So I
He's
just
in
have
love
more
with
time for writing.
he's in love with a woman in his video game right now. I'm
Yeah.
about to pull the plug on the
Who?
game.
So I'm playing Jedi Survivor. It's the sequel to the fantastic open world story game, Star Wars game. There's this woman named Marin. She's a Night Sister. For those who don't know, Darth Maul is from the planet Dagomir, and Night Sisters are like the women of that planet. And her whole society's been destroyed, and she's sort of fallen for your character. You play Cal Kestis, who is Ian from Shameless. And I'm just like really into it, And
So it's like a first person situation. You're like
yeah,
walking through, going
you're
through
walking,
a
you're
storyline.
exploring. So I
Okay.
wrote, and I do a lot of writing. So I like, when Amber goes to sleep at 8:00, she goes to sleep super early. I'm downstairs cleaning the house, and then I sit down and I get
Ooh,
drunk.
the side eye with the cleaning the house, but I'm not gonna dig. Go ahead.
Yeah, I clean the house. And then I write fanfic, and I just do a bunch of writing at night. So yeah, but we won't. Yeah,
that is
so,
like
That's
really,
his time.
really fucking dope. Because when I tell you, I found one of my. I usually don't share, which we talked about. But I found one of my biggest like interests in porn, like the stuff that people make based on video games.
Of course.
Tomb Raider and Overwatch and Teen Titans got a bitch in a lot. And
Well,
I'm just gonna drop that thing and just walk
But
away.
we thought, like,
I love it.
You remember how when we were younger, we were like, okay, Aladdin can get it. Like every now and then you'll see something, you're like, I'm attracted to this.
You know
I don't know.
what? I didn't see it at first. I was too young. Like,
Right.
6-year-old me couldn't. I didn't appreciate Aladdin's like abs.
Right.
But now it's like, okay.
Yeah,
little
when
street
Now you
rat.
working with something, right? Come
Like
on,
when
steal my
Brazzers
bread.
makes a little production, like you're like high production value of like that. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad that there are more nerd porn star creators who are like doing really dope things and
True.
doing like role playing.
Yeah, it's cool to be a nerd now.
Yeah,
Yes.
Nerddom is in.
one of our friends who is like a full-time porn star, Little Puck, y'all should check her out. She's done stuff, but she does like high quality, like, like zombie, like really just, she's won a bunch of
Really?
Very cool stuff.
awards. Yeah, like adult film awards for this kind of cosplay stuff. And it's so I think that's really important that the nerd community, includes everybody, including like sex
Right.
workers and
See, that
that's good stuff.
inclusivity is like it's across the board. Like it literally includes. It should be thinking of ways to include everyone. So
Yeah.
I'm happy
Yep.
the nerddom has opened up and accepted more.
The nerds
'Cause I
are slutty now. Yes.
right. Because I had somebody tell me like, Farren, you're a nerd. Like you nerd out about sex and psychology.
Yeah.
I love talking to people about their experiences and what they've been through that got them to where they are. Like
Yes.
I geek out over that.
I'm excited to be potentially diagnosed in this talk today. Tell me what this tells me about.
legit
Because
geek
I'm
out.
sick. I'm the person, now keep listening, listeners. I'm the person that is so over just the zodiac world of everything. Everybody zodiacing you up and down. Like you say one thing, you'll be like, oh, it was so much traffic. And people are like, Sagittarius. And you're like, no.
you're
no,
such a
it's
bad
traffic.
lesbian.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Amber.
Traffic, yeah.
Amber's
I know.
a bad
But
lesbian.
I am a
'cause
bad
I'm
lesbian.
one of
I don't be-
those
yes.
Zodiac people, but it be relevant because I'd be like,
Yes, just let
I
it be
am
relevant.
A fire sign. Don't get me upset. I will burn everything down.
Right.
And I mean it.
But you're like, I was like, I feel you, friend, but can we just be on time for our reservation? I
Yeah.
know you're a
Period.
Capricorn. That's fine.
what does that have to do
But
with
just
being
tell
Yeah.
me, are you coming on time or not? Because I don't know what that means. So
Right.
maybe I'm excited for you to be like, that's because you're like exhibitionist versus voyeur. Like we're big on trying to, with the terminology. You're way better at that than I am.
How comfortable are you guys talking about sex?
Very, very comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Since
with each other?
Yeah.
You're like
Oh,
very
with each
comfortable-
other.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Really?
publicly
Okay.
too. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was,
publicly
I was
too,
gonna
yeah.
switch to that
Yeah,
too, like
very
publicly as
comfortable
well.
talking. Yeah, like I want to try something. I'll bring it up right away.
Mm-hmm.
I think also the big thing now. I used to be a teacher, and I used to be very uncomfortable like talking
Of course.
about sex
Yes.
publicly.
I was like, this is evolved.
Because
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
involved with kids, yeah.
yeah. But also for me, I used to like be very in a very like religiously like sexually restrictive environment, and for a very long time, and I like totally bought into that. And once I got free of that, I was like, oh, the freedom. Like all I wanted to do was suck, fuck, and talk about sex. You know what I mean? Like that's all I wanted to do. And now, it's calmed down. It's ups and downs.
Right.
But yeah, very good. What about you?
Well,
You-
I'm so no wait. Don't try to get it off you, Ben.
Yeah, we
okay?
talking about you.
Yes, because I just appreciate and I know that like sense of relief of like shit. I'm doing what I want to do.
yeah.
So,
Yes.
yeah, I love that like you were able to lean into that. What else have you learned about yourself with that transition?
That I the transition from like the freedom that I want to try different things, that talking is the first step to doing, so it's you can't just do something right away. You can't just do double penetration right away.
Right.
You just can't do it. You should talk about it. And I think like
You watch some tutorials.
you watch tutorials.
Say it out
right?
loud. I want to be penetrated.
I think also like you before you have someone stomp on your balls with like a high heel, you can just talk about it first,
Right.
which by the way, that's like a kink that some people might
I
have,
know.
right?
Yeah.
you're like, oh, dot, 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 dot.
I keep forgetting that
Right,
we're
right.
like talking for other people because I just be so in tuned. Like
That's good.
There are
That's what they want.
microphones in our face. Yes, that's a thing, you guys.
Yeah, so like
look it up.
I think like you can literally talk about anything, and you don't have to do it. But I think talking is like the first
The
step.
first step.
Yeah, so it's definitely
To
open.
understanding.
Yeah, to understanding.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, I love it because like the way we met,
Yes.
I was like, I would love to have Amber and Ben on the show. And I was like, man, they ain't got time for my shit.
No, we do have time for
Oh,
it.
we
We
do,
actually
yeah.
love it. Well,
We're influencers in LA. We have time for everything.
Right.
No,
what
but
we
I'm
doing?
talking like so many people are concerned about
their image
talking
and, yeah.
about sex.
You know what? Especially
I'm
as parents, probably.
We all
That's
do
that's
it.
what. Right. It's like that's why she's literally here.
Yeah, I was about to say we are all literally the product of
yeah.
sex.
I just feel like there's not a lot of spaces to talk about all the things that you do, because especially on the internet, which is where we do what we do best, because it's like, restrictions and violations. And I mean, I have definitely, early days of TikTok, I stayed in TikTok jail.
Yeah.
Like sometimes even a week. Like
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just for saying something suggestive, or Ben
Or
would be
even just
in his
like-
boxers in the back of a video, and I was like,
Ridiculous
I didn't even clock that
things.
because we're just so naked in the house all the time,
Right.
like that you just don't even think about it. I grew up in a pretty naked household as well.
So did
Not
I.
like butt ass naked, but like my mama
mine
definitely
was
would.
butt-ass
Yeah, right. My mama would be titties out, coochie out, like pass
Right.
me, go get my bra downstairs kind of energy. So it didn't even register to me when I started filming content that like, oh, I should make my husband put on a shirt and some pants. Like, so and then you'd see comments. You're like, oh, y'all, people ain't naked in y'all houses. Oh,
Yeah.
my fault.
Literally.
So
Yeah.
that probably made us turn internally. But I know when I do stand up and when I meet people in town, I be like, so,
I think also I was incredibly ignorant at the start of your TikTok journey. I didn't know
Same.
how famous Amber was getting because we weren't like
tracking.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah,
bopping around the
I
house
just-
being ourselves. Yeah.
So like when I would go to school, I had a student say like, I really can't concentrate because I just saw you in your boxers, and I was like, oh, time to leave
Oh,
teaching.
yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, time to leave.
Yeah.
And because Amber was at the pandemic or something, you were getting lots and lots of views, especially Chicago. Like Amber was a very Chicago based creator, and so all my Chicago students knew who Amber was. When she would come and pick me up from school occasionally, and they'd chase down the car. It got weird.
Yeah, I had sixth
Yeah.
grade fans,
Really?
Yeah, and I was
Yeah,
like-
which is like, y'all should not be watching this. This is for
Where y'all
adults.
mamas
Yes.
at?
Yeah. And then like TikTok started cracking down, and like you couldn't tell people to go kill themselves anymore, which is a real shame.
It is.
It's a real shame.
It is.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Let our viewers know that's how you joke.
That's
right.
a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a
I
joke.
assisted suicide.
I just
yes,
like
but-
saying, love it. I just like saying what I'm actually thinking, but it's not. I don't mean it.
Yeah.
No, Ben don't have no inside thoughts. They're all outside.
Like
I was
I
like,
said-
Ben, what is an inside thought?
It's what comes before an outside thought.
Yeah, that's how Ben.
Exactly. Literally,
here, and
it's
then
the
it goes-
prerequisite to an outside thought.
That's Ben.
I love that definition. So yeah, so congrats on all the things that's happening and just finding your own lanes with your fanfic, and we're gonna talk more off camera about that. So let's get into.
It involves like dirty things with lightsabers.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. A little
I'm here for
little fire play,
Listen,
lightsaber play.
sir, I said off camera. But yes, I want to play Never Have I Ever, just to kind of get in your business. And when we get to 3 Have I Evers, then we're gonna switch over to the Objectify Me segment.
Okay.
All right. But before we do that, let's take off these robes and get into our attire
Oh,
for
yeah.
today.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Oh yes.
Oh, I got.
Take your time, Daddy.
This.
Oh, I've never
Come on,
seen anyone
Daddy.
take it off like that. Okay.
Right.
Oh, and he's rubbing it across his.
Okay.
The satin does feel nice.
The
It
satin
does,
feels
yeah.
very nice.
Yes.
Where should I do this?
Child, put it in.